So we've got one project left to go. Around this time last year, Pokemon Go was really giving the world a taste of augmented reality, or AR, and it was also encouraging its users to go out into the world and explore their surrounding environment. So this next group, our last project, really kind of built on that idea, but gave it more of a cultural flair, where users, instead of going around and searching for cartoon electric mice in the bushes in the park, they would actually go out and explore and discover works of public art. So let's see what we got here from iArt New York. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Christian Wentling. I'm here with Pat Hoyt, Danielle Westerman, and Jason Oscar. We are iArt NY, and our project is a mobile AR app that helps people discover and learn about public art installations and cultural landmarks here in New York City. At the outset of this project, what unified the various ideas our group came up with was a desire to use technology to interact with physical space, to use the functionality available on our phones to explore the world around us. So say, for example, that you want to go to a new public art installation. You figure out where it is, and you come out of the subway and check your mobile app before you set off 5 blocks in the wrong direction. This can happen to even someone who's a long-term New Yorker, but is especially common if you're new to the city or just visiting from out of town. We want to experience what's around us, but either we don't know what we are interested in which direction it's in, or we don't even know what actually might be there around us. Our app helps people get out in the city and find public art and cultural landmarks as they walk the city. Now Danielle will walk us more through the user experience and the app's features.
Thanks, Christian. iArt New York has 4 main views. When you first open up the app, you'll be brought to the main camera view, where you'll see the names of nearby statues, plaques, and art installations, both temporary and permanent, based on your location and the direction that you're facing. You can tap on a card to expand it, where you can learn more about that installation on its New York City Parks webpage, or like it to save it for later. On the Maps view, you can see all art installations across all 5 boroughs. You can see your location in relation to all of these points of interest and learn more information about each one. On the favorites screen, users can see a list of all of the art installations that they have previously liked. If you see something cool that you want to save for later, or even just let others know that it's something worth seeing, you can like it and save it here for later. Finally, users can browse all art installations ranked by popularity, which is based on the total number of likes it's received from all users. In this way, we're effectively creating a community of sightseers who can recommend or crowdsource opinions on interesting pieces of art throughout the city. Now, Pat's going to talk about how we put it all together.
Thanks, Danielle. So the tech stack for our application consists of a Firebase data store, a React Native front end, and then of course using the phone hardware itself. So for our Firebase data store, we populated that with publicly available data from the New York City Parks Department, and the real-time updates that Firebase facilitates really facilitated our dynamic features on the app, such as likes, most popular, and more. For React Native, that was a clear choice for us to use. We can essentially write mobile applications, but we're writing it in JavaScript. The React Native code compiles to the native code on Android and iOS devices, which was perfect for us. But most importantly, the phone hardware really makes our augmented reality concept come to life. So displaying those cards, they're just displaying content over the camera view, is a key feature of augmented reality and really makes our app engaging. And we're also using the geolocation features on the phone. So whenever a user is within 300 meters of an art installation, that's when they're going to see the card come up on the screen. And then finally, we're using some of the sensory tools and compass heading information that the phone provides, so that when the user is facing an art installation, the card will show up on the screen. If the user changes their orientation, then the card will go off the screen because they're not facing that piece of art anymore. So now Jason's going to talk to us about some of the challenges that we faced.
Thanks, Pat. So React Native showed a lot of promise in its ability to bring the benefits that we know and love from React into a native mobile front-end framework. Because of this, we were able to hit the ground running with development despite working in a space that was previously unfamiliar to us and very complex. However, React Native React Native often showed its immaturity as well. We were surprised to find a lack of core support for our device's native APIs, such as the compass, accelerometer, and the camera, which we needed to leverage for our app's core concept. Additionally, we often found ourselves engaging with active issue queues while we were searching for the solutions to complex bugs we were experiencing. And while this was kind of frustrating at the time, we often found it exciting to feel like part of an engaged open source development community. Overall, working in the rapidly evolving space of native app development was difficult but very rewarding, and we think that the hard work shows in the final product. Thank you very much for your time, and we hope you enjoyed iArt New York. And while we're working to deploy the app in the coming weeks, you can see our current code at this GitHub repository. Thank you very much.
All right, one last time to vote for that team. Like the post, like that pinned comment, and I foresee a New York City Big Apps winner in the future for that one. I think that's a very visually appealing. So, very well done.
Yeah, it's an appropriate, in a sense, a last but not least project. You know, code really being the intersection of art and kind of mathematics, and so yeah, it's a really great way to explore the, just the amazing art that's in New York.